No matter how much wrong someone has done and how many times that they have failed, there is always something, a spark, something beautiful, something left to love. This is Father Love and you are welcome to Make Love Go Viral. You know how often a family could be stricken, with hardship and misery, so much so that it affects their hopes and dreams, can't go to school, can't pursue a profession and all that and all that. The father of the family struggles all his life to put food on the table till he is no more. So there's this beautiful story told by Tony Campolo, actually from a play, A Raisin in the Sun, written by Hans Berry. So at the heart of Hans Berry's play, A Raisin in the Sun, is the universal message of the desire for social progress in the midst of differing opinions on how to achieve this progress. So A Raisin in the Sun is a play about an African-American family aspiring to move beyond segregation and disenfranchisement in the 1950s Chicago in the United States. So in the play, an African-American family inherits $10,000 from their father's life insurance policy. So that the mother of the house, the daughter, and the son, they all have their different ideas, on how best to use this money to pull their family out of these excruciating financial struggles. So for the mother of the house, this is the chance, the opportunity, the golden opportunity to escape the ghetto life of Harlem and move into, a little house, countryside, and all that. Now, the daughter of the house had a different idea, the brilliant daughter. She sees in this opportunity that they have the chance to live out her dream of going to medical school. But the older brother, he has a plea that is difficult to ignore. He begs for money so that he and his friend can go into business together. So he tells the family that with the money, he can make something of himself and make things good for the family, the rest of them. He made it as a promise that if he can just have this money, he can give to the family all blessings that their hard lives have denied them. And whenever I think about this story, I remember Psalm 90:15 that says, "Give us joy to balance our affliction for the years when we knew misfortune." So against the better judgment of the mother, she gives in to the plea of her son. And right in her head, she has to admit that life's chances have never been good for him and that he actually deserves the chances that this money might give him. The heart of a mother. So she gives in. And just like you might suspect, the friend that he went into business with, he skipped town. And my boy is desolate. So he returns home and breaks the news to the family that their hopes for the future have been stolen and their dreams all shattered, gone with the wind. And it's just too much for her sister. She lashes into him with a barrage of ugly epithets. She calls him all kinds of despicable names that she can imagine. Her contempt for her brother has no limits at this point. When she takes a breath in the midst of her tirade, the mother interrupts her and says in that black American manner, I thought I taught you to love him." The daughter answers, "Love him? There is nothing left to love, ma. There's nothing left to love." And the mother responds, "There is always something left to love." And if you ain't learned that, you ain't learned nothing. Have you cried for that boy today? I don't mean for yourself and family because we lost all that money. I mean for him, for what he's been through and what he done to him. Child, when do you think is the time to love somebody the most? When they done good and made things easy for everybody? Well, then you ain't through learning, because that ain't the time at all. It's when he's at his lowest and can't believe in himself, cause the world done whipped him so. When you start measuring somebody, measure him right, child. Measure him right. Make sure you don't take it into account what hills and valleys he done come through before he got to wherever he is. Heard everything she just said? That's called grace. It is love that is given when it is not deserved. It is forgiveness given when it is not earned. It is a gift that flows like a refreshing stream to quench the fires of angry, condemning words. That's grace. That is love. You know, actually, it is not when someone has done wrong and is hurting because of the wrong that they do that we pour blames of them and we bring out all kinds of "I told you so." Remember what happened between Jesus and Peter? He told him he was going to deny him. Peter said, well, if not die, we could die and more. But then he did. And what did Jesus do? He just looked at him. And Peter was already hurting. Recently, a friend of mine got pregnant. And the mother was having none of that. The dad said, no, you are not my daughter. Like, disowned the girl. She already made a mistake. You know, at that lowest point in her life and at the lowest point in anybody's life, that is when they need us. That is when they need our love. That is when exactly we can show them love. They are hurting. They don't need us to remind them what bad they have done. They already know that. And by the way, Bishop Eneja, if I'm not wrong, was the person that said that pregnancy is not a sin. Get that? Right. So next time someone does wrong really and is hurting, that's not the time to say, "I told you so." That's the time to help them pass through that lowest moment of their life. They are hurting, understand that. And that's making love go viral. Keep spreading love. And I will see you in the next one. I love you.